Hello, this is Scott, aka ZZ Edmonds on the forums, and joining me today is my good friend Kelly, also known as Reed's Papa on the forums. We're going to be doing an installation overview for you on the new heel shifter by Kewlmetal for the 2011 and 2012 Vision, Cross Country, and Crossroads. Now this photograph shows my 2010 Cross Country, which attaches differently, and this particular model of rear shifter is not compatible with the 2010 models, just 2011 and 2012s. It can be installed by removing the shifter from the adjustment rail by loosening the hex bolt on the bottom of the bracket shown below. You can also install it, as we're going to do, without removing it from the shifter rail and just screwing it in from the inside. With both installation methods, you'll remove the rear bolt for the linkage, allowing you to slide the assembly forward through the slot to remove the whole assembly, or you will appreciate having the lever free to be able to install the bolts from the rear in the photo shown here. Well, we also wanted to show you that it's so easy to install that even a child could do it. Well, the last step is to reattach the linkage and adjust it accordingly. Well, lastly, we'd like to go ahead and give you a recap of our installation and some feedback on the improved functionality with the Kewlmetal heel shifter. First off, can't be much simpler than 2 bolts. The only choice to be made is whether you want to remove your assembly and install the unit with the supplied hex bolts, or use standard cap bolts and install it without removing the front shifter. So not a big deal. You're probably only saving yourself about 10 minutes worth of work, but that is an option that we found that we preferred. But other than that, as far as the fit and finish and quality, just as you would expect from Joe at Kewlmetal, very much up to par. But more importantly, though, the design functionality is significantly improved over the Arlen Ness unit that was provided for the 2010 Cross Country, which I have, that's built into the front. It's a front and rear assembly all in one unit. The one that Kelly had on his Cross Country was a bolt-on rear unit, which I still believe it was made by Arlen Ness, even though it was sold under a Victory part number. But in either case, the design is the same in that there's a kind of a narrow piece for your heel to land on when you're attempting to use the shifter. And a lot of people complained about both units about missing the shifter or not feeling like it was substantial enough to feel confident that you could always hit the shifter. So on one hand, the previous design was nice that it wasn't obtrusive and in your way of your foot. But by the same token, if you're not confident in using it, then that's not a good thing. So in my case, I've got a 12.5 boot, and one of the things that I found problematic with the Arlen Ness unit that I had is that I tried to install both standard size shift pegs on the front and rear, and it really boxed my boot in, which I didn't like. And using that little narrow piece that Arlen Ness provided as an option, and I'll show you a picture here, doesn't necessarily give you, at least in my opinion, a real positive footing for your heel to hit each time that you're trying to use it. So the Kewlmetal design is much improved in that it doesn't box your boot in, number one, but number two, it does provide enough contact area for your heel to hit it pretty confidently. So I think that that's going to be a much better choice over the previous options. So if you're looking to add a rear shifter or looking to improve the rear shifter that you already have, take a good look at this Kewlmetal unit. It's a very nice design, and very happy with the overall outcome and the look of the product. Thanks again, Joe, and join myself and Kelly and Joe, and be cool out there.